This is the SH32 Shield Generator Pack in Helldivers 2. It's a stratagem that gives the player a 360-degree protection against speed projectiles and various status effects. It unlocks a level of 20, shield capacity is at 150, regen delay 60 seconds after shield breaks. Tactical advantages: block most ranged attacks and some melee damage, immunity to crowd control effects like acid, spit, frost, slow, and stun grenades while active. Can protect teammates operating heavy weapons or during emote like hug, especially effective in high difficulty missions and against Terminids. This is the FX Shield Generator Relay in Helldivers 2. It's a powerful defensive stratagem. It protects you from projectiles and your team. The shield radius is 15 meters. Shield capacity is 4000 HP with 400 HP second regeneration. It lasts up to 40 seconds, but it deactivates permanently if it's depleted. Cooldown is 90 seconds, unlocked at level 10. This is the Expendable anti-tank in Helldivers 2. It one-shots the toughest enemies in the game. It doesn't require a backpack. You call it in, you get 2 of them, and shoot the enemies down if you're accurate enough. The GR8 Recoilless Rifle in Helldivers 2 is a fan-favorite support weapon stratagem designed to obliterate heavily armored enemies and vehicles with style and precision. Here's what makes it a battlefield essential. Unlocks available at level 5. Up to 3200 damage with heat rounds. Effective at multiple angles against heavy armor. A squad mate can equip the backpack and reload for you, speeding up the process. It can one-shot potential other enemies. It can eliminate targets like chargers or Bile Titans with 1 or 2 shots. The Orbital Laser is probably one of the best stratagems in Helldivers 2. Once deployed on the battlefield and once it activates, you'll see this giant laser be kind of following you and destroying enemies in its path. It is so destructive. It destroys massive bosses, the big bosses and the bugs, the robots, everything in its path. It will completely destroy everything. The Jetpack in Helldivers 2, officially called the Lift 850 Jump Pack, is a game-changing mobility stratagem that lets you soar over terrain and escape sticky situations with style. It's unlocked at level 8 and it's very good for mobility and pretty much getting out fast as possible to point A and point B. The Flamethrower in Helldivers 2, specifically the Flame 40, is a beast of a support weapon designed to incinerate hordes of enemies with napalm jets. It's a fan favorite for crowd control, especially against Terminids, thanks to its wide area of effect and burn over time mechanics. The machine guns in Helldivers 2 are some of the most versatile support weapons in the game, perfect for moving down swarms, suppressing automatons, and holding choke points. With sheer firepower, the MG206 heavy machine gun in Helldivers 2 is a powerhouse support weapon designed to rip through armored threats, but it demands precision and discipline to wield effectively. The MLS-4X Commando in Helldivers 2 is a squad barrel laser guided missile launcher that earned its place as one of the most versatile anti-tank support weapons in the game. It's designed to bridge the gap between the EAT-17 and Spear, offering both precision and flexibility in a single disposable package. The AC-8 autocannon in Helldivers 2 is a fan-favorite support weapon that blends explosive firepower with tactical flexibility. It's not just a big gun, it's a squad-level asset that can dominate medium armored threats and objectives when used smartly. The EMG 101 EMG Emplacement in Helldivers 2 is an absolute unit of a defensive stratagem. Think of it, your squad mini bunker with a mounted machine gun that spits democracy at 660 rounds per minute. The RL-77 Airburst rocket launcher in Helldivers 2, often nicknamed the Tesla Airburst by players, is a high-risk, high-reward support weapon designed to obliterate clusters of light to medium enemies with a single spectacular blast. It's not technically a Tesla weapon, but its explosive payload and unpredictable detonation behavior earn it that chaotic reputation. The STAX-3 Wasp Launcher in Helldivers 2 is a high-tech multi-missile support introduced via the Kill Zone crossover. It's designed to deliver overwhelming firepower with homing capabilities, making it a favorite for medium target suppression and squad synergy. The Orbital Napalm Barrage in Helldivers 2 is a fiery spectacle of destruction and one of the most effective crowd control stratagems in the game. It rains down 5 salvos of incendiary shells over a wide area, igniting terrain and enemies alike. The Orbital 120mm HE Barrage in Helldivers 2 is a precision artillery stratagem designed to obliterate concentrated enemy forces with high explosive shells. It's a favorite among tactical players for its balance of power and control, especially when you're trying to clear nest holding choke points or disrupt bot drops. The Orbital Rail Cannon Strike in Helldivers 2 is a high precision single target stratagem designed to obliterate the largest enemy or structure near the beacon with a devastating railgun shot. It's a favorite for boss takedowns and surgical strikes, but it comes with trade-offs. The Eagle Strafing Run in Helldivers 2 is one of the most versatile and satisfying offensive stratagem in your arsenal. It calls in a fast-moving Eagle aircraft that unleashes a barrage of 23mm high explosive shells in a straight line, starting from the beacon and moving away from the direction you were facing when you threw it. Its face deadly, surprisingly tactical when used with precision. The Eagle Airstrike in Helldivers 2 is a classic high-impact stratagem that delivers a non-targeted carpet of 100 kilograms of bombs in a straight line, perpendicular to the direction you're facing when you throw the beacon. It's a jack of all trades options, great for clearing clusters, damaging heavy units, and destroying enemy structures from a safe distance. The Eagle Cluster Bomb in Helldivers 2 is a chaotic, high-risk, high-reward stratagem that unleashes a devastating rain of bomblets across a wide area. It's designed to obliterate a swarm of small, medium enemies, especially terminids and exceals, at clearing breach zones, nest, and open terrain, but it's also infamous for friendly fire, so timing and placements are everything. The Eagle Napalm Airstrike in Helldivers 2 is a Fury area denial stratagem that drops a line of incendiary bombs, creating a wall of flame that punishes anything caught in its path. It's especially effective against terminids, swarms, breach zones, and choke points, where enemies are forced to walk through the inferno. The Eagle Smoke Strike in Helldivers 2 is a tactical, non-lethal stratagem that drops a line of smoke grenades perpendicular to your facing direction, creating a dense smoke screen ideal for concealment, repositioning, and objective control. While often overlooked, it has a surprisingly utility, especially in high difficulty missions or against ranged enemies like automatons. The Eagle 110mm rocket pods in Helldivers 2 are a precision targeting offensive stratagem designed to obliterate the largest enemy or structure near the beacon with a barrage of guided rockets. Think of it as a mini orbital rail cannon with more frequent use and splash potential, but less guaranteed lethality. The Eagle 500kg bomb in Helldivers 2 is the ultimate nuke light stratagem designed to deliver massive single point devastation with surgical precision. It's one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, capable of vaporizing biotitans, automatons, tanks, and even bug holes in one glorious blast. In Helldivers 2, the guard dog backpack stratagems are autonomous combat drones that follow you into battle, providing a 360-degree defensive firepower. These drones are ideal for solo players' objective defense and crowd control, especially when you're juggling reloads or revives mid-swarm. The MO-02 Fast Reconnaissance Vehicle is a 4-seater scout car with a mounted MG-206 heavy machine gun. It's designed for rapid traversal and light fire support, speed, squad transport, mounted turret, and lean-out shooting. Weaknesses is light armor, vulnerable to explosives and terrain hazards. Make sure to use the terrains wisely. Bad bumps can ragdoll your squad. Equip explosives or energy weapons for lean-out combat. The Guard Dog Rover in Helldivers 2 is a backpack stratagem that deploys a laser-equipped drone to orbit your Helldiver and autonomously fire at nearby enemies. It's a fan favorite for swarm control, especially against terminid, thanks to its unlimited ammo, wide targeting arc, and early warning capabilities. The GL-21 Grenade Launcher in Helldivers 2 is a support weapon stratagem that excels at area denial, crowd control, and medium armor penetration. It's a favorite among tactical players for defending objectives, clearing nests, and wiping out clustered automatons or terminids. The Anti-Personnel Minefield in Helldivers 2 is a defensive stratagem that deploys a cluster of explosive mines across a wide area designed to halt enemy advances, especially from light and medium units like terminids and automatons. While it's not flashy, it's a strategic tool that rewards smart accurate placement and timing. The Orbital EMS Strike in Helldivers 2 is a powerful utility stratagem designed to stun and slow enemies in a wide area, making it a tactical favorite for controlling breaches, halting charges, and setting up devastating combos. It doesn't deal massive damage directly, but its ability to immobilize high priority threats make it of the most underrated tools in the game. The Orbital Precision Strike in Helldivers 2 is your go-to stratagem for surgical destruction. It calls down a single high caliber shell from the Super Destroyer Atlas cannon, landing precisely on the beacon and delivering devastating damage to anything caught in its blast. It's unlocked by default and remains one of the most flexible and reliable tools in your arsenal. The Orbital Gas Strike in Helldivers 2 is a tactical area denial stratagem that unleashes a corrosive cloud of toxic gas capable of damaging and disorienting both organic and robotic enemies. It's a sleeper hit among veterans, especially for controlling breach zones, choke points, and clustered enemy formations. The Grenadier Battlement in Helldivers 2 is a defensive stratagem that combines cover and firepower into one deployable asset. It's essentially a waist-high barricade with a mounted GL-21 grenade launcher designed for line-holding objective defense, and area denial, especially effective when facing swarms of defending narrow approaches. The Orbital Smoke Strike in Helldivers 2 is a tactical stratagem that drops a dense smoke screen over a wide area designed to block enemy line of sight, conceal movement, and enable safe repositioning. While it doesn't deal damage, its utility in high-pressure scenarios, especially during extractions or terminal interactions, is underrated. The SH-20 Ballistic Shield Backpack in Helldivers 2 is a supply stratagem that equips your Helldiver with a one-handed ballistic shield, offering forward-facing protection against small arms, fire, lasers, and even some explosives splash damage. It's a niche but powerful tool for players who prioritize survivability, solo play, and objective control. The Quasar Cannon in Helldivers 2 is a heavy support weapon that earned its reputation as a top-tier anti-tank tool, and for a good reason. It's a charged-up energy cannon that fires explosive projectiles capable of one-shotting chargers, two-shotting Bio Titans, and obliterating automatons dropships. The Machine Gun Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a classic defensive stratagem that deploys a automated turret capable of lying down sustained suppression fire. It's one of the most earliest sentries you can unlock, and while it's not the flashiest, it's a reliable workhorse, especially for thinning out swarms and defending objectives. The Autocannon Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a heavy-duty automated turret designed to annihilate armored threats with high explosive armor-piercing shells. It's one of the most powerful sentries stratagems available, ideal for defending objectives, choke points, and high difficulty missions against automatons, chargers, and Bio Titans. The Gatling Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a high-performance automated turret, excels at crowd control and suppressive fire. It's a direct upgrade over the Machine Gun Sentry, boasting a much faster fire rate and larger ammo pool, making it ideal for holding objectives, clearing swarms, and defending narrow corridors. The Incendiary Mines in Helldivers 2 are a fury twist on traditional minefields, designed to ignite terrain and enemies upon detonation, creating lingering flames that punish swarms and slow advances. They're a defensive stratagem from the engineering bay, ideal for area denial, flank protection, and bug control. The Supply Pack in Helldivers 2 is a backpack stratagem that turns into a mobile resupply unit capable of distributing ammo grenades and stems to yourself and teammates without needing to call down a resupply pod. It's a must-have for support-focused players and squad-running ammo-hungry weapons like the autocannon railguns and grenade launchers. The Arc Thrower in Helldivers 2 is a high-risk, high-reward support weapon that fires arcing bullets of electricity capable of chaining through multiple enemies. It's one of the most unique stratagems in the game. Infinite ammo, armor-piercing, and crowd-clearing all rolled into one electrifying package. The Tesla Tower in Helldivers 2 is a defensive stratagem that deploys a stationary turret which fires arcing bolts of electricity at nearby enemies. It's a powerful area control tool, especially effective against terminids, swarms, automatons, infantry, and eliminates units, but it comes with serious friendly fire risk if not placed carefully. The Laser Cannon in Helldivers 2 is a heat-based support weapon that fires a continuous beam of energy capable of penetrating heavy armor and melting durable targets with surgical precision. It's a favorite among players who enjoy infinite ammo, high accuracy, anti-armor versatility, especially after recent buffs that improved its damage and penetration. The Anti-Tank Emplacement in Helldivers 2 is a manned fortification that delivers a rapid-fire, armor-piercing destruction from long range. It's one of the most powerful defensive stratagems in the game, capable of shredding tanks, hulks, bio-titans, dropships, and even eliminate warships with surgical precision. The gas mines in Helldivers 2 are a powerful area denial stratagem that deploys mines which release toxic gas clouds upon activation. These mines don't deal direct damage like traditional explosives. Instead, they blind, slow, and confuse enemies, making them ideal for crowd control, breach suppression, and solo survivability. The De-Escalator in Helldivers 2 is a support weapon stratagem introduced in the Force of Law Warband, and it's one of the most creative tools in the game. It's a grenade launcher that fires arc-powered stun grenades, combining crowd control, armor penetration, and splash damage in a single package. Think of it as a hybrid between a Tesla weapon and a grenade launcher with a twist of chaos. The Guard Dog K9 in Helldivers 2 is a backpack stratagem that deploys an automaton drones equipped with a downside arc thrower capable of firing chain lightning bolts that stun, damage, and penetrate heavy armor. It's part of the Force of Law Warband and designed for close quarters crowd control, especially effective against terminids, automatons, infantry, and illuminate units. The Hellbomb in Helldivers 2 is the ultimate symbol of overkill and tactical brilliance. Whether you're calling in the NUX-223 for missions objectives or strapping on the B100 portable Hellbomb for personnel delivery, this stratagem is all about massive destruction, tight coordination, and high-risk, high-reward gameplay. The one true flag in Helldivers 2 is a glorious blend of Satari melee utility and patriotic flair introduced in the Masters of a Ceremony Warband. It's a melee support weapon that lets you literally stab enemies or teammates if you're feeling chaotic with the banner of a super earth. You can even put it on your vehicles. The Guard Dog Breath in Helldivers 2 is a caustic gas spraying drone that trades raw damage for crowd control, confusion, and tactical finesse. It's part of the chemical agent warband, and while it might not rack up kill counts like its laser or rifle cousins, it excels at disruption and survivability, especially in close quarters chaos. The Epoch in Helldivers 2 is a heavy plasma support weapon that's been steering up debate and recently got a buff that's turning heads. It's a shoulder-fired cannon that launches explosive plasma bolts with serious armor penetration, but it comes with quirks that make it high kill, high reward pick. The Hover Pack in Helldivers 2 is a game-changing backpack stratagem that redefines vertical mobility. Unlike the Jump Pack, which offers quick bursts, the Hover Pack lets you float mid-air for up to 60 seconds, giving you tactical elevation, safer traversal, and even better firing angles, especially against melee heavy enemies like terminids. The Spear in Helldivers 2 is a fire and forget anti-tank support weapon that's either your squad's salvation or a source of endless memes. Depending on how well you use it, it's designed to lock onto heavily armored targets and deliver devastating homing missiles, but its quirks demand precision, patience, and a bit of know-how. The EMS Mortal Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a sleeper hit among defensive stratagems, less about raw damage, more about area denial, crowd control, and tactical breathing room. Instead of exploding shells, it fires static field generators that slow, stun, and stagger enemies, making it a powerful support tool in both offensive pushes and defensive holds. The Directional Shield in Helldivers 2 is a backpack stratagem that projects semi-permeable energy barrier directly in front of the user. It's designed for Helldivers who want to maintain offensive pressure while still having solid protection from incoming damage. The Rocket Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a high-impact defensive stratagem from the Robotics Workshop designed to obliterate armored threats with precision-guided rockets. It's a favorite among Helldivers who needed serious firepower to hold a position against automatons, gunships, and chargers. The Anti-Tank Mines in Helldivers 2 are a defensive stratagem from the Engineering Bay, designed to counter heavily armored enemies like chargers, hulks, scout striders, and bio-titans. These mines pack serious punch, but only if the right targets step on them. The Emancipator Exo Suit and Heavy Duty Mech in Helldivers 2, unlocked after the liberation of Varila 5. It's designed for raw firepower and armor penetration, and making it a top-tier choice for taking on automatons and heavily armored threats. The Patriot Exo Suit in Helldivers 2 is a versatile, heavily armed mech designed for multi-role combat, especially effective against terminids and automatons. The Sterilizer in Helldivers 2 is a support weapon and stratagem introduced in the Chemical Agents Premium Warband, and it's one of the most unique crowd control tools in the game. Think of it as a chemical flamethrower that trades raw damage for status, effect, and disruption. The Laser Sentry in Helldivers Helldivers 2 is a defensive stratagem introduced in the Control Group Warband, designed to fire continuous laser beams that burn and penetrate armor. It's sleek, flashy, and conceptually powerful, but its execution has sparked debate in the community. The Flame Sentry in Helldivers 2 is a defensive stratagem from the Urban Legends Warband, designed to incinerate enemies with a continuous stream of fire. It's a flashy turret with serious air denial potential, but it comes with quirks that make it more niche than dominant. The Warp Pack in Helldivers 2 is a game-changing backpack stratagem introduced in the Control Group Warband, released on July 17th of 2025. It allows Helldivers to instantly teleport short distances, making it one of the most powerful mobility tools in the game, especially for solo players. But each time you jump, it's going to escalate to a different color, then you will die.